Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And this one caught by Max Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, 32 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So out now come the Cardinals. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, it's White. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 626.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers looking deep for Adams, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is fielded at the 27. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now Murray.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the draw, here's White. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass,
Touchdown.
but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now it's Rodgers, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Rodgers going to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers going to throw again to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, but now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All those people.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this. This is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll stay in the NFC West as we head up through Oregon and on to Seattle to check on the Seahawks. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Gary Jennings, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Golden Tate, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packers. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Rodgers now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. To the 50. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Davante Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, no matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Murray going to throw. Caught by Cobb. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.